guys, welcome back to my channel. It's good to be back. So today I'm going to talk about the how to fill up your express entry form. I had promised to do this in my last video and I have to apologize for the length of time it has taken to post this video. Notwithstanding, this is me, I'm here. And before I start, I hope you guys are staying safe in this period of COVID-19. Please stay safe. Now so I noticed that a lot of people do have issues at this point because it depends. Whatever you feel at this point determines what your results is going to be. So IRCC is going to evaluate you based on the information you give at this point. So it is very necessary that you give the right information. So yeah, right now I'm going to share my screen. Make this video as short as possible to ensure that it has all the details at the same time enlightening. So please stay tuned. Yeah, so this is a PowerPoint presentation on steps to fill out your express entry form. I'm going to run through it and then I'm going to show you a snippet of the form because I already have a form filled out and transmitted. So steps to fill out your express entry form.
Create an email account. If you have an existing email, simply use it.
After creating an email account, open a new account on www.cic.gc.ca. So this is the IRCC website where you open a new account. So you do this. You sign in with GC key. You'll see what they call GC key and partner key. Just go with GC key. Then sign up for a new account. To the right side of the screen, you say new account. You sign up for a new account. Simply fill in the requisite information as requested. Key points to note in creating an account. Number 1, use the same name as it appears in your international passport. You don't want to use a different name, so ensure everything tallies. Use a username and password that you can easily remember. Use recovery questions that you can remember the answers to, alright? Because for every time you log in, you're going to have a recovery question. Now that your account has been created, you need a personal reference code. So when you log in and your account has been created, they're going to ask you what is your personal reference code. Simply follow the links and find out if you are eligible to enable you get a personal reference code. Have ready the following documents: your IELTS and your evaluation certificate assessment. Your IELTS, which is your tricky parts on the form. Take time to read the questions before you fill out. Most people make simple mistakes by mistaking foreign work experience to Canadian work experience. So if you do have read carefully before you select. When you get to the NOC, please, which is your occupation, please follow the link before filling out. For instance, you'll see a link that says like a question mark. Please follow the link properly before you fill out. Your certificate of qualification from a Canadian province. So they're going to ask, do you have a certificate of qualification from a Canadian province? The answer is no if you don't have one. But if you do have one, please select yes. Most people mistake that part for your evaluation report. It is not your evaluation report. That's why I'm pointing all these parts out. Now time to fill out the forms. Fill each form carefully. Remember, the keyword is carefully. Have the following documents ready, like I mentioned: your passport, your ECA, your IELTS, and ensure to fill those parts accurately. Number of family members. So you'll see where they say how many family members. This includes you, spouse, and kids. So if you're single, just you, which is 1. If you're married, 2. If you have kids, 3, 4, 5, depending on the number of kids. Now, is to show how much money are you bringing to Canada. Follow the proof of fund table to determine how much you are required to bring. So each person has different amounts. So please follow the proof of fund table. I always recommend that you fill the exact amount. If you have 3 family members, just fill the exact amount. When it comes to showing the proof of fund, you can show over and above, but please ensure that these parts are correct. Study and languages. Have your ECA report handy again. Ensure you fill the equivalent of what your evaluation says. For instance, if your evaluation report says that your certificate is equivalent to 4 years bachelor's degree in Canada, please fill that. If it says it's equivalent to master's, please fill that. Whatever it says, please fill accordingly. When the report says, oh yeah, I said this already, so yeah, that covers. Yeah, that covers. Now your application details. If you have a nomination certificate, fill yes, otherwise fill no. Fill no for representative if you are doing this process yourself, because for representative, what they're simply asking is, do you want someone else to represent you? So yeah, if you're doing it yourself, just fill no, because so you can access your account at any time. Work experience. Remember to find your NOC, and your NOC is your occupation. The question mark that's on the side, remember to find your. I'm just going to show you a snippet at the end of the day, and provide accurate work experience. Ensure you have documents to back whatever claim. So if you have, say you work in a bank, you should have your employment letter, pay stubs, account statements, reference letter, whatever. Just have something that shows that you actually work in the bank. So yeah, that's the end of the slideshow, and I'm going to quickly take us to what the IRCC site looks like. www.cic.gc.ca. So this is the site. It's in English and French. Remember, the official languages here are in English and French. Sign in or create or apply. So I already have an account, so I just go to sign in with GCKey. Now this is where you sign up ordinarily, but I already have an account, so I'm just going to go with my account. Precious. So you use your username. I opened this account solely for this purpose. I have already transmitted, however, because I had done a previous video but that didn't work, so I'm not just kidding. How many children do I have? Remember I said the security question, always ensure that you fill what you can remember. So I have already filled out the forms, so I'm just going to show us what the forms look like. So when you open your account, it automatically comes up with the when you fill up whatever, when you fill up your eligibility, all this comes out as an unfilled account. So you fill up your application details, all your names, personal description. You see all those good here because they are all filled up. Your marital status, ID, family, relatives. So if you have a relative, you say yes, you say no, whatever. I don't want to have to change anything. So all those are the forms that I had to fill out. All right. So it's pretty explanatory. It's pretty easygoing. But the key things you just have to notice is that for number of family members, you fill that correctly. You're studying languages, you fill it according to what the report is and all that. Then you simply just, when everything ticks good, when everything shows completed, and all the status shows completed, you simply submit. And when you submit, it's going to restart. And like I said, I have to apologize that this is already transmitted. I had done a previous video and that didn't turn out well. Some parts were blurred. I had to redo this video. So yeah, for the purpose of these, I wouldn't be able to go back to filling out those forms again. But it's pretty explanatory, and once you're done, it just shows transmitted. Everything goes, and automatically you get a message in your inbox that shows that you're like here it says, what am I eligible for? It says I'm eligible for federal skilled worker. So I met the criteria, and let's look at my score, my CRS score, 481. How did that come about? Okay, yeah, I have to also point out that for this fictitious or for learning purposes, I used my IELTS score. Everything was 8.5, so I did a band of 8.5. Listening, reading, speaking, 8.5. So all this attributes to your scores. Now let's see what that gave me for skill transferability. Education 50 because it was a master's. First official language 136. You see that? That's a really high score. I don't have a second official language. If I had French, I'd have put that in as well. So yeah, I encourage you all to work towards getting the best score you can get for IELTS. And if you have getting the best score you can get for IELTS, if you have you can speak French, please go ahead and write the French exams as well. So thank you very much. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was a bit enlightening, even though it was not as good as I hoped it will be, but I hope it was enlightening. And if you do have any questions, please ask. And by my next video, I'm going to talk about nominations. How do you get nominated? What are the things to look out for? What are the things you have to do to get nominated?
So thank you very much, guys. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and ask whatever questions you might want to ask. And I look forward to hearing from you all. Meanwhile, stay safe. Have a good day. Bye.